Paul 转身跌跌撞撞给到底线找 Peterson 去。
The Hornets have won 16 of their last 17 games at home. Here's Paul on the penetration.
This is a San Antonio team that can transition, particularly with Parker. He's so good getting out and getting in the lane.
Tony Parker is going to have to be relentless in the open court against Chris Paul.
And here's Paul. We're kind of rooting for New Orleans to hit a shot so we can sit down. And West does just
turnover. A very poor start for Parker. Well, these two, watching these terrific young point guards. Stojakovic.
再给到底线找 Chris Paul， 球又掉了，被黏住的超级王 Chris Paul 抄到球 ，Chris Paul 收球外给 Stojakovic 在3分外线出手。
Rebounded by Peterson.
It's going to be all about catches for Tim Duncan and where he gets it. If he gets it on the block, it's going to be an immediate double team.
Paul.
Excuses.
Now, the reason that graphic on Parker's important is he's not a high assist point guard. He's about 6 a game. He's got to score.
In his first 4, he has 6 points. Parker got picked off by Trent.
Shooters open. Tim does a good job of splitting the double team. That was a bad double team. Ginobili with the 3.
West, who did not shoot well.
Ginobili to Alberto. Blocked. Chandler with the rejection. And a number of big blocks in game 5. West running the floor and lays it in.
Are at his size. You got to come and bring some length.
Duncan looks like a quarterback just finding receivers. Stojakovic.
The call it all. The foul on Peterson. Now Ginobili turns it over. New Orleans looking to run as always. Paul, the reverse.
之后呢，他其实已经在去年的总冠军赛证明了他自己。往往在一个强队而且强度比较强的一个球队里面。
On Tim Duncan and Bowen was able to hit 5 of 10 from 3-point land. Peterson on a catch and shoot.
Duncan gets the long jumper to rattle in. Duncan today named second-team All-NBA. And Manu Ginobili, the 6th man of the year in the NBA, was today named third-team All-NBA as two of the very best at what they do in the NBA. First, it's Chris Paul with a miraculous...
With another hesitation move. Here comes Paul. He has Peterson with him. Goes the other way. Stojakovic this time. Paul gets into the lane, and he is
80. So the game opens up to them. Great hesitation dribble by Tony Parker. Great penalty.
Continues to double. Duncan lost it. Here's Paul with Ginobili back. Beautifully.
Who's going? 博文得6分了，收球到篮筐底下也放。
3. Rebounded by Chandler.
Well, they had 31 threes in game 1. The Spurs did. You see right there, Michael Finley got chased off of one.
Second-team All-NBA. Manu Ginobili today named third-team All-NBA. More importantly, the Hornets are up 2-0 in the series.
To get back to the Big Easy, up 3 games to 1. Here's Paul with a runner. And these are hard double teams we're seeing.
Yes, they are.
Paul.
Yes! To attack the basket. He gets by Tony Parker. Thomas comes over late. He uses the control going to the line. Spurs.
Stojakovic is trying to start guarding somebody. He's been on 3 different guys, and he's played poor defense on all of them.
Back come the Hornets. We're halfway through the first. Paul, yes.
保卫。好 ，Chris Paul 回到场上，34比33后，收球交给篮底下。
First shot is the 4 points here at the start. 5 minutes to go in this opening quarter. The shot clock is down to 1. Paul with the off.
Chandler was third in the NBA in rebounding during the season. Had a terrific year. Paul again uses.
Ball knocked aside. Stojakovic on it. Here comes Paul. Back to Stojakovic. Beautifully done.
Entire game used most of his energy on defense against Tim Duncan, and Byron Scott doesn't have a problem with that.
Absolutely not. I mean, this guy's a terrific rebounder, athletic, and doesn't mind. Give him that, and he's fine.
That's the first miss for Bowen. Hit his previous 4 shots. West. Yes.
Look, you and Tim Duncan have found a rhythm. I still think it's a tough shot.
Paul gets fouled, gets knocked to the ground. But the shot clock was running down.
Spurs have opened up a 10-point lead. There's the lob.
Reaching over, coming up with that offensive rebound.
Here's West from the angle.
17分，44比35。Chris Paul 收球到篮筐底下，终于有了。
Bruce Bowen, who was suspended this year for a kick on Chris Paul, is defending Paul at the moment. Nice look away and the scoop.
Crowd wanted a technical call on Ginobili. Paul freeing himself up.
Paul always probing, finds an open David West who knocked
The weather first 2 games of the series. Game 1 only 1 for 9. Here's Paul. It counts. Tonight they face possible elimination Thursday night back in San Antonio. Here's Paul with the runner.
One of his biggest games of his career coming up huge here as Paul knocks down the shot.
Tony Parker's missed his first 5 shots. Right for 3. Half remaining in this first half. This the best the Spurs have played here in New Orleans. Still lots of time remaining, obviously. Paul.
在第1轮的第1场对小牛队，他们也是在前3节是落后的，在第4节逆转而过。Chris Paul 收球交给篮底下，现在把。
Hornets and Spurs even at 31. 4 minutes left in the half. Stojakovic.
on a recently aggravated bad ankle. We are tied at 45. No call.
18 games. Once again, a strong start for Tony Parker. Here's Parker.
No call. Parker still down, got tangled up with Duncan. 5 on 3. Paul
for a moment, but Bowen was able to recover. Paul shoots for 3. Yes.
In the second. Stoned by Paul. Led the league in that department. And quickly gets down the other end.
Here's Paul, draws.
Chris 手上呢有4枚的冠军戒，那同时呢他是3次总冠军赛的 MVP。Chris Paul 切进来
11 from beyond the arc. Right, showing confidence. Hits. Aaron Scott back to his starting lineup. Paul and Peterson in the backcourt. West with Stojakovic and Chandler up front. And
floater. That's about the 5th teardrop tonight for Tony Parker. Again knocked down and late getting back on D. New Orleans, the young team on the road. They have not appeared to have been rattled at any point. Took an 8-0 lead in this game.
And particularly in this game tonight, keeping Oberto on West.
Peterson with the shot clock running.
Hero shot, 3-point shots. I mean, those are the shots that Cleveland wanted him to take.
The appropriate fear of the Hornets. Looked like they were about to pull away, but the Hornets have come right back.
A terrific offensive half for the Spurs as Paul gets it.
Back comes Paul. Stojakovic for three.
一个强行突破的得分。帕克23分 ，Ginobili 19分。Chris Paul 逮不着的外线跳。
Chris Paul 4 of 6 in the first half, 11 points, 7 assists, and able to add.
You have got to sit down on his shot fakes. He does a terrific job of getting that initial defender off their feet.
How about that stop on a dime, change of direction?
Get to Morris Peterson.
The steal by Paul, and he's fouled by Ginobili.
He's holding his stomach with his left hand.
Look at that move. Cannot.
The half minutes to play in the first half. Marv Albert, Reggie Miller, Craig Sager. We're at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. Paul, nice move by Paul.
Series, now you bring in and spread the floor a player like Robert Horry.
There's Paul with the alley-oop. That's
Diamond right there. Chris Paul gets into the lane, just throws it to the
Attack. West gets the rebound though. Peterson hits a three.
With no ball on the floor, getting lost in transition.
Peterson for three.
12分要人带努力，这个传球就发生失误了。我进攻啊，告诉马刺队今天啊，关于最大的一个。
And was called for traveling for the third time tonight. Paul sheds him, gets by Duncan and scoop.
During the regular season by 24 and 25 points, saw West come up with a prolific shooting.
Physically gifted guy to have a long career. Do one thing well on the offensive end and guard your backside off. That's what that guy does.
And Tony Parker picked up assist number 9 on that play. It all started with Ginobili posting up on Paul. Paul drifting away.
And even though there was a game, games 1 through 3, there was only one game or 1 day in between. You like to have 2 days if you're a veteran player. It's Chris Paul.
Able to maintain possession. Thursday on ESPN, Game 6 of this series, Hornets and Spurs, and ABC continues its coverage Sunday, May 18th. Paul met on a switch by Duncan. West with the shot clock running down, but
And maybe a great doubleheader Monday on TNT. Ball to Chandler.
West on the post going at Horry. Paul got the step. Yes.
这个球又被抄走 ，Chris Paul 在前面扬长而去，他最后篮。
5-point Hornet lead. Peterson with a catch and shoot.
On Paul. Bowen's on Stojakovic, and he's held Stojakovic in check most of the night. Paul again, the lob and the slam by NBA, correct?
Look at this. Just a little change of pace, change my direction, keep my dribble a la Steve Nash, and then let...
Pressure on Paul. Spurs are over the foul limit. Final seconds of the half. There's Paul putting a move on Parker. Parker felt he was pushed to a difficult shot. Paul and Peterson are at the guards. Here's Paul getting it to
Paul on the drive. It's inside. Ready play. My goodness.
final seconds of the first half. Paul stumbling but hits. I had to go to the record books.
You're good. You're good.
Here's Paul for three. Yes.
A unique ability to explode to the rim and get close.
So Parker 23 and 9, and that goes in.
1, 2. Then off the screen and roll, you go under the crossover and the circus shot.
Oh my.
That is unbelievable.
I think play of the day is taken care of on SportsCenter tonight.
That's top. That's got to be number.
Up and down, pumping his fist like Tiger Woods, and he was so animated during that first round series. We haven't seen that as Chris Paul. Going to have to double team Tim Duncan with David West guarding him, so they're going to get a lot of wide open looks. The Spurs are.
Shot clock down to 5. Here's Paul on the penalty.
Final seconds here in the second. It's coming up right after the second quarter. Hits as Paul puts.
As personal as with an edge. Spectacular strength. Able to hang in the air.
Chandler able to save. Paul whipping by Parker.
Spurs only 4 of 18 from long distance, 22%.
Stojakovic on a connection
To rebound it.
Paul steps into the jumper. He's
And ABC will continue its playoff coverage Sunday, May 18th. It remains to be seen which games will take. Here's Paul with one.
Paul, alley-oop. I thought that was an alley-oop.
Owen got picked off. Here's Paul slipping it ahead. Nice play. Hornets can hold for a final shot of this third quarter. It's a standing ovation for New Orleans. Here's Paul out of the playground, particularly by a third-year player.
It's up.
Parker on the bench. Bowen defending Paul. Again the screen. Again the jumper.
Paul going one-on-one and then gets it out to Pargo for the three-point shot. Ime Udoka and Fabricio Oberto remain on the floor. West, yes.
Somebody came out to contest.
Good defense, but Bruce Bowen has to take that first shot in the corner.
Paul gets inside.
That's where Byron Scott is going to look at this game and where it changed.
Tim Duncan getting set to check back in. Here is Paul. With just under 9 left in the fourth. Here's Paul.
David West, another jumper.
Remaining in the third. Parker lost it. Here comes Paul. Beautiful ball fake, and he scores. What a
As a passer, he was turnover prone against double teams and against rotations early in his career. Now,
Just to play with what a leader he is.
but this is just phenomenal vision. Getting in the lane, fighting off the defense.
with Winston Stojakovic up front. Paul and Pargo at the guards. Now Bowen is back on Paul. The lead for Chandler.
Ginobili, and he picked up Rick Barry.
There's Paul. Out on Ginobili. That is number 5.
This end of the floor 7 straight times. West gets a jumper off and knocks it down after the miss. New Orleans looking to push. Paul crosses over on Bowen and finds West, who is
This time drives, this time shoots and puts it in.
With his second 3 of the game. Paul set it up as they continue this remarkable run when you consider they won only 39 games last year, 18 3 years ago.
a 12-point deficit for the Hornets. 3:20 to go in the fourth. Oh, wow!
Paul, Chandler.
Another blowout on the part of the Hornets. Paul using the pick.
Paul at the other end with a reverse.